Notice, notice that the same is, translucent environment appears during these electromagnetic vehicles. Look, that's the cylindrical object, the EMB that Dr. Berggruen photographed in Pájaros Dunes in Monterey Bay in California. Well, look at the environment that thing is surrounded with. You can see the same thing that you saw in the image of the Soho stereo image I posted. You can see hands, same thing. I mean, we are inside that translucent deal, that right there. Look at the hands right there. You can see the outlines of the finger and the fingernails and the cuticle layer around the fingernail. Look, it's right there. And that's the cylinder right here, this thing. Exactly like he posted the model that he made. But there is another cylindrical thing, another object around here, another one down there. I mean, it's all over. It just doesn't know about what I'm talking about. That the translucent structure that we are in, that code, is what we call a matrix. It's some kind of matrix, but it's not what they think is a zeros and ones. It's just a thing made with hands. That's the code. Look, you can see it right here clearly. The same thing repeats and repeats. Look, the same thing. And it comes this way, like I did it before. It's a complex, I mean, it's such a incredibly complex geometry. Like I say, only a God can do something like that. There is no way around this thing. Notice that where the hands intersect, they create what it looks like faces and eyes, and it's none of that. It's simply that geometry is so incredibly perfect and complex that it plays with your mind. We just don't have the sight, the mind sight to decode this thing. Check it out. I'm going to, he's gonna show the vehicle. Look, there it is again, the same environment closer. Look, there it is. All the same exact geometry. Look at that. And he pointing with the arrows where the vehicles are, the electromagnetic vehicles. He calling like that because that's the energy they're using to work on this environment that they are controlling and maintaining. That's where he recorded that. Santa Cruz, that's Monterey Bay. And 60 miles out in the coast, two enormous aircraft got lost. One was a Zeppelin, the Macon, and that Zeppelin could carry 4 interceptor jets. Just imagine how enormous that thing was. And the other one was a submarine hunter, a P-3 Orion, loaded with anti-submarine depth charges, torpedoes, and buoys, electromagnetic buoys to detect Soviet or Chinese or any kind of submarine. But check this out, this thing, I mean, this is incredible, man. Look, you're gonna see right here the same geometry. It's gonna appear in these images. Look, right there. There is the same exact geometry. Look at that. I mean, this is so complex geometry that I wouldn't even attempt to do the outlines of it because it's three-dimensional. It's very complex, that's all I can say. And all those dots, those are electromagnetic spheres that they play a role on everything because I've seen them in storms on Earth. I had recorded them myself. You can see them from the space station looking down. I mean, they are everywhere. Like I said, this crystalline thing, this translucent structure vibrates at a frequency that we cannot perceive it. When you hear the chirping of crickets and insects and shit, they are responding to that. That's the biorhythm of this thing. I mean, it is difficult to talk about this subject because nobody wants to deal with it. People refuse to look at this deal right here. That's the same crystalline structure all around Mars. It's like Mars is protruding from that. Look at that. See, the exact same geometry, very complex. And it rolls, it's deep, far and wide, it's just open down, side to side, and deep. And you can see that the planet is like protruding from that. This is a real rare capture that was taken by the Mars observer. I mean, it's difficult to handle, man, because nobody wants to mess with that. They just don't know it, or don't see it, or can't even think about it. I found an image from here it is, from the Apollo 8. Check it out, the exact same geometry. Is all over. Look, the exact same geometry, exactly right there, super clearly. You can find these images on the Apollo 8 catalog, image catalog. Look at that. And it continues on top of the moon, around the moon. It goes through it. I mean, like I said, we are swimming in this deal. But people just cannot go there for some reason. They just cannot go there. It's difficult and show it to somebody, well, that is even more difficult because people, their mind, look, here's another picture of the Apollo from the same catalog, image catalog. Look at that. You can see the exact same geometry. I was wrong at first When I told those were eyes and reptilian looking, no, there's none of that. It's that these spheres, the geometry plays with your mind, with things that you have, that you are familiar with. The guy that wrote to me about that he see faces when he take pictures with his cell phone in pitch dark in his house. Those are not faces, those are hands. It's the same exact thing. He's correct. He's seeing this. He's correct about that. But it's none of that. Look, that picture, it's incredible, man. I just didn't know none of this. It takes a long time to learn, to finally start getting the truth through your head. You have to see it with different eyes, with different mind, I guess. It's just that we don't think that way three-dimensionally, and we don't see beyond what we really should be seeing. Our minds we are so prehistorically encased we cannot expand our mind. We're being controlled. And it's not this thing, it's something else. And it's that's the same thing that the Sumerian left this system that we are in. They just don't want, they left us inside a kingdom type shit where we are all slaves of some kind of a knowledge restriction. And when you restrict that knowledge, the people that comes after that, they're all thinking like chickens inside a coop.